I know it's been a while since I last posted. Sorry about that. I actually did film a shoulder workout last weekend, but half the audio cut out, so I decided not to post that video. And unfortunately, I did bring this tripod, but I forgot to bring the part that holds my phone, so the angles aren't going to be very good in this. I'm about to do some leg press, I think is what it's called, and the angles aren't going to be very good. You might be able to see it decently, but we're just going to see how it goes. Right there. Right now, I don't know how much this sled weighs. I only have 25 pounds added on, but I'm just going to do the first set, and then I'll talk a little more. Okay, I just did that. I'm probably about to do my calf raises real quick on here too. My slides on for that, or it's going to hurt. And I'll talk after I'm done with this, actually. Now my calf's burning, but that's good. Pick up the camera real quick. Okay, other hand. Oops. I'm going to do audio check real quick, just to make sure the audio doesn't cut out like it did last video. Man. Anyways, I'm going to add a 10 on, and then I'll record, and then I'll talk. Alright, the audio seemed fine. So, I don't know what to talk about. I actually had a lot to talk about in another video, and then I found out that almost all the audio cut out, so now I'm just gonna, I think, what are we gonna think about? I'm gonna sit down. Going to homecoming tonight with a girl. Since last I've made a video, I've talked to two other girls. One of them kind of led me on, and then said that she wasn't ready for a relationship since her ex. And then me and her friend talked. We both kissed. She kind of led me on too, and then she blocked me. Ended up finding out the reason was because it seemed like I was being toxic, which I don't think I was. And when I heard about why, I was kind of comparing one of her actions to one of my ex's actions, and I didn't think it seemed toxic, but I could understand how that could have pushed her away, but not enough to block me on everything. So that really sucked. I did see her last night at a football game, and I thought about talking to her, just apologizing about how it made her feel, even though I wasn't trying to be like that, but I didn't end up doing it. I might do it when I see her next. I don't know. I feel like I really should. It has nothing to do with gym, but I don't know what to talk about. I'm just kind of talking about stuff that's happening in my life right now. I don't want to say too much in case people watch the videos. I did see someone's comment from 3 weeks ago on a video saying if I could post more, and I'm going to try to post more if I can. I'm going to try and get a video out today. I hope no one comes in and plays music. If they do, I might just take the copyright, and then tomorrow, it's more not even just the copyright. Like, I don't want to get copyright striked, but I really just don't like talking into a camera, holding a microphone in my face when people are in here. but I think I'm just gonna have to get over that. Tomorrow I'm doing back and triceps. Oh yeah, that's something I talked about in the last video. Instead of doing back and biceps and chest and triceps, I switched it from back and tricep. I switched it to back and triceps and chest and biceps. And I've seen people do that for a while now. I just thought I might as well start doing it. So yeah, try to do that. I don't know if I filmed myself saying this in my last video that's been posted, but my biceps are both equal sizes now. They're not unequal. I think I have this thing called lateral pelvic tilt, and it's why in a lot of my videos or some pictures, my body will be kind of tilted, and it's more of like my left shoulder is higher than my right, and I don't like that a lot. I need to fix that. It's gonna take a while to get it fixed. Apparently, a lot of people have it, but some people just have it worse than others. I don't know if that's exactly what it is. It could be something else, but I don't believe it's scoliosis because my spine is pretty straight. My doctor hasn't said anything about it. So next time I go, I'll probably just ask about it. Anyways, I'm gonna hit this next set now because I'm giving myself too much rest. Let's set a water bottle up so I can get you a better angle. Sure, maybe. I think the last one was alright. Let's do this. So I added a 10 on. I know it may not seem like I'm doing a lot of weight. I don't know how much this sled weighs. I'm assuming around 100. But I also don't know much about these. They may weigh less or more. I got 35 added on the top middle part right here. My legs aren't very strong. They're a lot smaller. I do need to work on them, especially since they're long. But, you know, in time, they'll get bigger. So I'm going to do the set now. My leg press and my calf raise. I'm going to give myself a little rest before the calf raises. Which I guess I'm not really raising my calves. I'm kind of pushing them outwards, but I don't know what that would be called, like calf extension. No clue. Let me think. Oh, something I talked about in the last video. In one of my other videos, there was a guy doing supersets, going between 3 machines. I tried to not get him in the recording, but he kept going in between the frames. And I was kind of saying about how it was kind of annoying that he was doing that. But then he introduced himself to me like 2, 3 weeks ago. And he's actually a really nice guy. I think he's a cop, maybe? Got a wife, 2 kids that come up here sometimes. And he's really nice. So I don't think of him as the guy that just gets in the way anymore. Which, I mean, I didn't have any, like, hatred towards him. I think I'm saying that. Just don't judge someone before you get to know him. There's another guy who seemed kind of creepy. But, you know, at some point it was a little too much, so I just introduced myself. Which I'm not usually good at doing, but I did anyway. And he's a really nice guy, too. Older guy. Him and his wife's trying to stay in shape. Good. He's a nice guy. Let me think. I talked to 2 other guys now, like 40s, a few days ago. And they were really nice, too. They're bodybuilders. They kind of made fun of my Taylor Swift music playing on the speakers. But, I mean, that's kind of expected. Especially for a 40-year-old guy on test, so. I'm gonna do my calf raises now. And I'm actually gonna check the audio before I do that. Or no, I'll check. Hold up, let me just do this. Alright, I'm gonna check the audio just to make sure all that was being heard and not just wasted. Once again, the audio is fine. And I'm gonna do multiple audio checks after a lot of my workouts just to be sure because I really don't want to have to discard another video. If it's just one set, one workout, I could still just cut that part of the video out, but I don't want to talk about something in one clip and it not be heard, and then I go to cut it out and go to talk it up. Go to talk about it again later in another clip that is heard, and you have no idea what I'm saying because you didn't hear the last clip. Like, if I'm talking about, you can see me. Let me just move the camera. If I told you that my dog died in one clip and how I've been grieving a lot, and then later I just bring it up again, you're not gonna understand what I'm talking about. That wasn't the best example, but still. Or if I say something like I said earlier, but it's gonna seem like I didn't say it earlier because I cut the clip out. I'm going on too much about this. Anyways, how's everyone been since the last video? I've still been posting on TikTok. We hit over 1,000 followers. I'm at around like 1,030, 1,040 right now. Doing good. My videos have been slowing down, and I have been running out of content to post. I'm just kind of posting, not like bad content, but not the best. I have been trying to film certain workouts for videos on TikTok, but you know, the way my back and like my side is just like tilted upwards like this, it just looks so bad and noticeable that I don't even want to post it. And it's not even me just being like insecure, like I just genuinely look stupid. But you know, we'll see. I'll try to get some more videos out. If you see me looking right here, or like right where I'm looking at right now, it's because I'm looking at myself instead of directly at the camera like I am now. And I feel better when I'm looking straight at myself in the camera. But if in my other videos, I know I've looked at myself a lot more. So we'll see about that. I still don't have money for dieting, but I am gonna try and just use the money I have to spend to buy stuff to de-bloat, stuff high in potassium, like bananas, sweet potatoes, kiwis, just some small stuff. Try and de-bloat, get rid of some of my face fat. Interesting enough, let me actually do my next workout and then I'll talk about this so I have something to talk about. Added on another 10. I'm actually going to move my camera this time. Oops. What was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. I think there was something else I was going to say, but I guess I'm just going to do this because I don't remember what I said. I added a 10 on, if I didn't say that already. Okay. Let me give myself a minute. As I was about to say, interesting enough, I've used a lot of different face treatments to get rid of my acne before, and they usually just don't work, which sucks. And I know it's probably my diet, because I don't have a super healthy diet because I can afford it, but, another but, for like the 50th time in this video, I've been washing my face with Dawn dish soap to get rid of the oil out of my skin, and my face has been very smooth, has been clearing up. And I know there's scarring from old stuff, but it's honestly pretty smooth, just slight bumps. It's been helping a lot. I did ask AI about it. It said it could dry out my skin. It hasn't dried out my skin. I've also been putting this conditioning stuff in my hair. Can't really see it because it's soaked into my hair, but it's made it a lot softer, which it's already been soft. My dandruff, I haven't had any dandruff even after a while. It's like this coconut oil, shea butter moisturizer stuff. I've been using it. So my brother has. It's kind of like a curling cream, like hair curl, and my hair's kind of curling downwards now. I think it looks kind of alright. Today I actually rubbed the moisturizer on my face too. Once I was done doing my hair, just to keep my skin moisturized, and my face feels pretty great. So I'm gonna keep doing that and just see how it goes. Once I start getting the potassium in, a lot of potassium in, I should be a little debloated, which will help the way my face looks. Oh, I have something else to talk about once I finish this next set. And I'm gonna do a voice audio check too. It's down real quick. Guys, I kind of forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh, I do. I remember now. I remember. I'm going to do audio check just real quick. The audio's fine. Okay. Like I was saying, I'm going to rack this weight while I talk. Be a little faster. So, let me actually put my microphone on my chest so you can hear. I can re rack the weight and not have to hold the microphone. So, oh, a lot of you might not know what BP is or looks maxing. You might not know what that is. I feel like you'd more know what looks maxing is than BP. Black pill. And for those of you who don't know, black pill is basically the mindset, which I don't believe this completely, by the way, but it's the mindset that your looks your genetics and looks right now determine how successful you're going to be in life, which isn't entirely true, but when you look better as a person, you do have more opportunity for success than if you don't look good, even if you're really smart. So, oh, and looks maxing is kind of like the realization that looking better gives you better opportunities in life and taking advantage of that. And you're trying to maximize your looks, which is why it's called looks maxing. And that's kind of what I'm doing. You know, the black pill, I'm not doing all this crazy stuff like belt pulling, which is where you try to spread the bone in your jaw by biting down on a belt and like pulling it up. I don't even want to get into the crazy stuff. But like just doing like neck workouts, because if you don't know what mewing is, it's correct tongue posture and it puts your jawline upward, like you'll see. probably see the difference there. But yeah, the stronger you get it, the more it'll go up, and you can see your jawline better, which you can't really see mine very well. Kind of crap. I just hit the microphone like 3 times. My bad if that was loud. But yeah, kind of getting into that. I'm watching a lot of the edits, and some people say that it's like depressing and it takes lives, but I don't think that's going to be the case for me because I'm not super insecure. I just believe, well, not even believe, I know that if I look better, I have better opportunities in most aspects of life. So I'm going to try and maximize my looks, which is kind of a part of bodybuilding, but that's, you're not really, most people don't bodybuild for successful reasons. They kind of just bodybuild to look better, feel better, stuff like that. Bodybuilding competition. But yeah, I've gotten into that. I haven't kept up with my workouts completely on it, but I've been chewing gum almost every day to try and strengthen my jaw muscles. I mean, it all comes down to genetics, but you can maximize your genetics and look pretty good. You know, I have pretty good shoulders, biceps, lats. I have good genetics physically for the most part, other than that tilt in my arm like this. And it's not that noticeable, but it is if I set my phone down, which I could probably do right now just to show you. And it's also not as noticeable with my shirt on, but we'll see if you can notice it real quick. I feel like you could probably notice it when I see myself all the time every day, so I don't pay that much attention, but I do see a slight tilt this way. But I bet it is in my hips because I do lean on my left side a lot, so I would understand why it's like that. But yeah, I have to go pee really bad, so I'm gonna check this audio again for the 50th time, like I'm gonna do for the rest of the video. And I'm gonna go pee, and we're gonna do leg extensions because the machine is already set up. Yeah. Pause. Okay, I got the leg extension set up. I don't know exactly where to set the camera since I don't have the phone holder thing or the magnetic phone holder. So I'm gonna try and set it up right here. I'll move that cable out the way in a second. I think this will do pretty good. Just move this. Sorry if that was kind of loud. Get a drink of my Celsius. I've been loving these green, like peach mango green teas. Yep, I love them. I put my creatine in here. I got an unflavored one. Ouch, my finger. Anyways, I think I could leave the mic on for the actually. Might be some heavy breathing. I'll probably take the mic off for this too. Right now, I have 90 pounds on. I'm gonna do that. And I don't really know what else to say, so I'm just gonna get into the set. I know I don't do the slowest reps on those. It's kind of hard with this. I don't know. It's a lot easier with the cable machine version than this. I have seen 2 leg veins come out a little bit. I don't think you can really see it. I kind of have a lot of hair on my legs. But I have noticed out of the shower sometimes I'll have 2 veins slightly popping out of my quad. And that's pretty nice. Try not to breathe hard. I got kind of a headache. I've had a headache all day. And I took Tylenol. It didn't help. I took a hot and then cold shower. That helped a lot. My head was like pounding, is what it felt like. Whew. I'm glad people aren't in here today. Doesn't mean they're not gonna come in, but right now, if people do come in, I'll be a lot more quiet. Unless they're in the cardio room. Excuse me. But yeah, what's out of 10 on this? Or should I just add a 5? I'm just gonna add a 5. See how that goes. I usually add a 10, but I do need to focus on slowing it a little more for maximum growth and stretch. These burn really good. I like the way they burn. Well, doing these makes my quads burn. Let me think. I'm trying to think about something to talk about. I can't really see that far. I can't really see what I look like right now. Probably not that big of a deal. I have changed. I didn't just change the order of the biceps and triceps. I also changed some of the workouts I do for them. Instead of doing beige and cable curls, I started doing preacher curls again. Not with dumbbells though, because that kind of hurts my elbow. I don't know why. But I'm definitely feeling the stretch in that tendon and my bicep muscle when I do them. So that's good. I do hammer curls for my brachialis. Then I do easy bar curls at the end of the bicep workout. Just get a, just like rep it out. Not all the way till failure, but close. Pretty much the equivalent. And for my triceps, I was doing dips, but it uses my chest. I feel them more in my chest than my triceps. And I did see a video that saw if you lean forward, it uses more of your chest, which I understand it's kind of push up. But I honestly think I'm just gonna stop doing the dips because it's also kind of annoying to set up at the same time. Right now I'm doing, it's like overhead tricep extension, but it's more of the way I'm doing it now is more stable. Instead of standing, I'm lying down on my back on a bench and I have a cable that below my head, and I feel that way. But it's kind of like a skull crusher. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Is like a deep stretch cable skull crusher. Um, and then I'm doing tricep push downs. My right tricep is looking a little bit better, but it's still not as much as my left. I'm glad that my biceps are evened out though. I don't know if I said how big they were earlier. They're 13 inches now. They're like slightly over 13 inches. Flex with no pump. You're supposed to measure them with no pump, right? I'm assuming. I mean not no pump. Flexed. Like you wouldn't just measure them like just like this. Like you'd want to flex them. I would assume. I don't know. Good deal. My shoulders are definitely growing. I'm mainly noticing it at my lateral deltoid. That is my lateral delt, whatever. Some people don't like when I'm more specific, but it is more capped, which I like. I'm gonna do this next set because I'm kind of taking a while of just talking. Definitely burns. Try to slow it a little more on most of those. I don't know what this was. Man. Don't want to be quiet for too long, but I honestly don't know what to say. I don't want to cut the video. I mean, I'm going to cut some parts of the video out. Most likely. Or speed up. I'll usually speed up the video to like a point like a 0.5 more, a 1.5, 2 times sometimes. So my reps in the video might seem a little faster than they actually are because I'm speeding up the video, depending on how much. I'm at a 5 on. I'm gonna try not to talk too fast now that I'm actually thinking about it. So when I speed up the video, it doesn't seem like I'm just like rapping, talking super fast for no reason. I don't want to make these videos too long because then people aren't going to watch them. Now, I don't know. There's one guy. I might, if I watch this video thoroughly, probably won't. I may or may not pop up a picture right now of a comment someone put on my video about how I inspired them from just doing push-ups in their room to actually working out, which I liked a lot. Smaller guy, but I mean, he's getting into it. And I mean, that's kind of how I started, just small stuff. I don't really understand the secret workouts thing. I never went through that. I'm usually pretty open about things. So when I started working out, people kind of knew, I guess. But I wasn't like always talking about it. Just, yeah, I've been working out recently, stuff like that. Of course, my friends are more into working out, but they're not. One of them's trying to lose a little bit of weight, which is good. I don't know how much. I don't know what he looks like with his shirt off because I haven't seen him with his shirt off in a while, but he's never been fat. Well, since he was a little, since he moved to our school, he has never been fat. But he's been doing some cardio. I think on a cardio bike every day, trying to lose some weight. So that's good. I don't really like cardio much. I don't know. Some people really hate cardio. I don't feel like cardio is that bad unless you're doing like just Stairmaster. Stairmaster really sucks. I do Stairmaster every single day, and it does really suck. But I mean, I don't know. Once I get in the game of Clash Royale, I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Once you get in a game of Clash Royale and you're on that Stairmaster, it's like 1 or 2 games in, intense games in, like the Stairmaster's over, depending on how long you're trying to be on it for. I'll be on there for like 8 to 10 minutes, 400 to 500 steps. I have it on like 3 speed. And then I'll go down treadmill. And I am on it for a little extra, for like 10 minutes extra to where it'd be benefited for recovery. But I mean, 10 minutes extra isn't really going to do much harm. Trying to think. Do your cardio though, definitely. Do it. It's good for recovery. Good for your mental health too. I mean, you don't even have to be on a treadmill. I mean, if you live in the country, just go walk down the road. Depending on how young you are. If you're like a 10-year-old watching this, don't just go on a walk down your road. That's not a good idea. But, I'm 16, turning 17 beginning of next year, around that February. If you're around my age, you should be pretty fine. If you're a girl, probably not really any girls watching this. If there are, you would probably want to be a little more careful. Take your big brother or something. I don't know, your dog. I'm going to do this next set because I don't really know what to talk about. Okay, I'm going to put this weight up now. Man. I really don't want to work out abs today. There's a train in the background. I don't know if you can hear that train. It's probably not that loud if you can't hear it. I'm gonna rack this weight. Oh, I have new bicep veins. If you watch my TikTok, you already know that. Might be able to see them right now. No, I don't think so. They're kind of like in this area, though. The new ones. And, actually, like I said earlier, if I watch this video thoroughly, probably won't. If I think about this moment specifically, I'll try to find the point in the video. And I'll add a picture of my bicep veins. Or you can just go to my TikTok. I posted it recently. Yeah, I need to. One moment. I don't think I have my TikTok linked to my YouTube. Or my YouTube linked to my TikTok. I don't know. Whatever way around it is. But if not, if I remember, I'll put it in the description or my account on YouTube. So you can just go follow that. And if anyone ever wants, workout advice, or you just want my workout plan, I don't mind sharing it. I need to move this over here. Now, I'm not saying it's the best workout plan, so I'm not just going to go on recommending it, but if you did want it, I'd be willing to share. Because I have seen growth in the past few months of me doing this. Just going to put that there for now. I'll probably move it. Yeah, all I got to do... Hold on again. Like I was saying, if you did want the workout plan that I do currently, then you can click the link in the description, which I'll probably have my TikTok on. And if you message me on TikTok, I'll most likely reply, and I can send you my workout for each muscle group if you just want specific muscles. Now, I know my back is my good part. I have a back dominant physique. So if you just wanted my back workout, I would understand that, and I'd give you my back workout. Whatever you want, I'd give you. And some people, they might say the back workout's too much, but, if my back looks the way it is, it obviously isn't. This looks pretty good. I don't know what is up the phone for this. I maybe set it over here. We can see how this looks. I'm about to do a sound check, actually. Let me turn my phone upside down, or not upside down, but rotate it so you can see me better over here. And I'm going to do an audio check. Oops, if it. Let me try and fix this again. It might end up falling. I would rather be able to see my legs. I think this is the best it's just going to go for now. But you'll probably be fine with that. If you can see me decently, yep. Alright, the audio is fine. I should check it more than I am, but I also don't want to be annoying by checking it. But I don't know how many people wanted me to post more, but one of them wanted me to post more enough to where they commented to post more. So I did. Well, I'm going to. I'm going to try and post tomorrow. Tomorrow would be my back and triceps day. So you'll get to see that. I'm going to get a wipe and wipe down this seat because I don't want it to be dirty. I'm not really like a sissy boy. I'm going to wipe down every machine. I think I'm going to lose connection to my microphone if I go in this other room with it. So I'm going to just leave this here and I'll be back. Back. Like I was saying, I'm not really that much of a sissy boy when it comes to wiping down all my equipment that I used before. But some people, I don't sweat very much. The only place I really sweat is my butt. And I don't know why that is. But it takes a lot of heat for me to sweat somewhere other than my butt. Some people call it swamp bath, and I have that a lot. However, some people, unlike me, sweat a lot, like an unbelievable amount. Or they'll wear sweatsuits. There's this guy who has came in here before wearing a sweatsuit. He'll be on here. He stands up, and once he steps over this mat, you can just see the sweat pour out of it. Dude, I don't even know how you sweat that much during your set, but it's literally insane. And it's gross. So that is the reason that has made me want to wipe down my equipment before using it, is just so I don't get that nasty sweat all over me, because it kind of disgusts me. I'm going to do my first set of, I have to add the foot part on. I don't know if I said what I was doing. I'm about to do hamstring curls. And if anyone watches this video and sees that my form is wrong, feel free to correct me on it, and I'll look it up and see if I really am doing that wrong. I think I do most of my workouts right. And sometimes, one of my sets, I might just be a little off sometimes. But I think I'm doing most of my workouts relatively correct. So, I'm going to do this, and then I'll start talking again about something random that you probably don't care about. This stuff really makes my legs feel like jello. Stiff jello. And I don't like getting off of it. That is always a good workout. I think I had good control on it too. If you haven't noticed, I am wearing my earrings. Some people have asked me, when did you get your ears pierced? I've had my ears pierced since January of last year. I just took them out when the summer started because they kept bleeding for no reason, which was like 5 or 6 months after having them pierced. And I was putting the antibiotic stuff on it. I don't know. That everything I was supposed to, but they healed, I guess, and they didn't close up during that time period. So a few months ago, I found out that I can still wear earrings. And I usually would wear my chain, but what you're going to notice in these next few videos is I'm not going to be wearing any chain, because, I might have said this in another video, my ex lost one of my chain, and she wouldn't give me the money to pay for another one, which sucks. And my other one, my favorite one, broke in my sleep. I don't even know how. The chain's interlinked. No, they disinterlinked. I don't even know. They came apart. The chain broke in my sleep. I don't know how. So that sucks. Got my earrings though, and those look decent. Show them off real quick. Can't really get the camera angle right over here. Yeah, I got my earrings in. I'm starting to do my eyebrows too more. I redid my eyebrow slit. You can see it better when they're shade. I'm gonna looking at some eyebrow dye so I can dye my eyebrows. They'll look a lot better. And again, I'm not doing all this self improvement stuff just because I'm insecure. Just because I feel like I'm so ugly or I'm so skinny and stuff. I'm not like that. I haven't really been that insecure about most things. It's just like small things, like my teeth. Oh, they have a little bit of yellow tint, so I started using whitening strips, and now they look a lot better than they did. That's just like a small fix. Like if I have yellow teeth or slightly yellow teeth, and I can fix it, why would I not just fix it and look better? So it's like I don't know. It's just like I don't even know how to explain it, honestly. But yeah, you know, if you got a little bit of a unibrow, you unibrow, just pluck it. Just get a little razor, shave it. Easy fix. If you got a bit of acne, just try and fix that. If your hairline's kind of messed up, get a little bit of a lineup. It's not. It's just like simple fixes to small problems. Most people are just too lazy to make changes, which is sad. But I mean, some people want to be so insecure, and then once you give them a solution to their problem, they don't want to follow through with it, even if it's not that hard. It's it's a problem with stepping out of their comfort zone. Uh, they may not be happy with their problems, but they're comfortable with them, and it's a norm for them, normal for them. So it's often hard to step out of your comfort zone, which I understand. But you know, I wanted to look like the influencers I was seeing online in the gym community so much to the point where I started wanting to work out. And it did it take me 2 years to actually get consistent with working out? Yeah, and I'm very glad that Andrew Tate. I know a lot of people hate him, and I don't watch him as much as I do now, but he's really a good guy. I haven't met him obviously, but from what I can see, he's bringing back masculinity into the world, and that's good. Um, Often people want to call him misogynistic and all this stuff, but they can't even define the word misogynistic, nor give a definition, nor give an example of how he was misogynistic. So don't listen to those people. All I can say is I'm very thankful that he got me into this consistently, and I didn't even want to work out that much at the time. I just was listening to him, and I was like really moved by what he was saying. This might sound cringy, but I really was moved. And even when I didn't want to work out, I just forced myself to every single day. Oh my gosh. A notification popped up on the side of my phone. I thought someone walked in behind me. I don't know if you saw me kind of jump, but I did. Anyways, yeah, he really moved me with his speeches, and I started listening to him. I might even still have the videos. I have like 50 videos saved of him just talking and being motivational, and it got me through it. When I didn't want to do my push-ups every day, when I didn't want to get those 200 push-ups done, it's 10 o'clock, 30 minutes past the time I need to go to bed. I was listening to Andrew Tate while I do my push-ups, and that helped me a lot. It might not help everyone else as much as it helped me, but with everything in life, sorry, I smelled something. Was not me. Say that. With everything I've struggled to stay consistent with, that's the one thing that this is the one thing that I've been able to stay consistent with, and it's because of him. So, a lot of people want to give credit to God, Jesus. That's completely fine. You can do that. I'm not against that at all. I'm not the most religious person, but I'm not against that at all. People have gotten that confused a lot about if I'm against it or not, and I really am not. I'm just not the strongest believer in anything. But no matter how much you can pray, you're not just going to become consistent in the gym. The only way you become consistent is by showing up every day, forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do, building the disciplinary mindset, building your disciplinary mindset. That's what you need to do. And it does suck. It's hard. I'm not going to say it's not, but it's only hard in the beginning. Once you build that discipline, do it every single day, do it 5, 6 days a week. You don't even have to do it every single day. I did it every day because I didn't want to take a day off and have to wonder, do I really need rest or do I just not feel like working out today? So I just work out every single day. And, sometimes my biceps will be really sore, but it's a leg day. So why does that matter? I'm not going to take a rest day for my biceps when it's leg day. I'm not going to skip legs just because I don't feel like it and hit chest anyway, which I know a bunch of you probably do. A lot of people in general, not just you guys. But I mean, I don't know, I skipped legs for the first year working out, and that was a bad mistake. I will say for the first year I didn't have much equipment, so I couldn't really do much with legs, but I could have started a few months earlier with the stuff I did have. So, it is partially my fault, it's also partially not my fault. I'm gonna do this next set because I have been talking for like 5 minutes straight, and that is too much rest time. I added a 10 on. Now we're doing 55 pounds. Now I'm gonna add a 5 on for the next set. Gotta get up. Man. I don't know why I came over here to get a 5. There's one right here. So yeah, guys, I understand. If some of you find strength in Christ and it really does push your workout, stay consistent, good for you. But no matter how much you pray or wish for things to happen, things don't just happen. You have to take action. And I'm saying that with the gym specifically. If you don't pray, I mean, you can pray. I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm agnostic. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna get into a huge rant about this. Agnostic, just to clear it up so no one's confused, is where you neither believe nor disbelieve in any religion. So I don't doubt that God exists, but I also don't have a firm belief that it does. It does make sense on how it would, and some people would just be like, just believe, but it's not that simple. I cannot just say I believe and believe in it. It's not that simple. And I know that may not make sense for some of you, that I can't just believe that, but I want you to know I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all, one bit. I'm not just saying that because I'm doing social media and I want people to believe. I'm going to say what I want to say. I mean, I'm not going to say something that's going to get me banned, but I wouldn't get banned for saying that. I'm going to be honest about it. My friends know it. Not all family knows it, but, I'm not against it at all. I'm just not a true follower, and I have gone to church a bit and tried to believe in it. It's just, it's not as simple as it seems for some people. if you can just believe, and that does give you reasoning for a lot of things, I am more than happy for you. That is really good. Wish I could do the same. I'm not gonna say I'm like super jealous of it, but you know, if you can make the crazy changes that I've seen some people make, prisoners coming out of prison just through the belief of Jesus, well, God, Jesus existed, but the belief in God and prayer, then that's good. I am glad. I wish I could have the same effect. I just can't force a belief. I used to believe, but the more I thought, the more my mind kind of grew and matured. And I know I'm only 16, so I'm not saying I'm like an adult, but I've been alone a lot, mentally at least, and I've had to mature on my own. Or, yeah, I've had to mature on my own a lot, enough to where I can make my own beliefs. And I don't just believe influencers or certain things people online want to say just because I like them as a person. I think I hear what they say, form my own belief. If I agree with them, if I disagree with them, if I partially believe them, partially disbelieve them, you know, we can all come up with our own thoughts. And, if you don't want to be friends with someone like me who isn't a firm believer in it, you don't have to. If you don't want to date someone like me, you don't have to. There's someone out there for you. And if you can't find them, just focus on yourself. Don't chase girls or guys for the girls watching this, but I doubt there's many from the start. This video probably won't reach over 50 views if it does even get that. I need to do this next set. Someone came in. Someone's in here. I'm gonna do this third set. They're in here. I hate this. I'm gonna try and not get them in the recording. I'm gonna check the audio and I'm gonna put all this weight up and I'm gonna go to the next workout, whatever that is. Alright, I am back now. Microphone should be working. Let me make sure. Alright, should be plugged in. People who walked in, they just left. I just set up this machine. I'm gonna do abs first and then go in there and do legs since I already set this up. I thought they were gonna stay longer, but they were just checking it out. New couple joined the gym. It was a guy. His girlfriend is overweight. I'm assuming he's supporting her in weight loss. Not really any of my business. She probably weighs around 250. That's good though. It's amazing that she's trying to make a change because a lot of people don't. And you really should. It's important. It's good for your health. It's not just about looks. Like when I say looks, man, I've seen like workout. I'm not just saying so you look good. I'm saying for your health as well. Like working out can increase your lifespan. If you're taking like Trenbolone, or other steroids, then yeah, but that's not what I'm promoting. I'm not on any of that. Anyways, I'm gonna do this ab workout. I stopped doing the cable ab crunches. I mean, it's kind of what this is, but I'm not doing them in the form of yes mommies. I'm doing them like that, and they work pretty good. I also started working out obliques. I do want to find a new workout because I don't really like. Excuse me. I don't like doing. What are they? Russian twist. I'll do weighted Russian twist. Anyways, I'm gonna do this first set. I want to speed up the video. I feel like this video is going to be kind of long, so I'm going to try and not talk too fast, but I'm definitely going to speed up the video a little more. That what I just said is probably going to seem really fast because I'm speeding up the video, but you know, it's okay. Sorry, biting my nails. Not my nails, my skin above my nails. I'm gonna do this first set. I got 80 pounds. Wait, 70 pounds. Yeah. Ouch. Sorry. Fix my nails kind of sharp. Now I'm doing my set. Alright, that was a good set. I'm gonna just engage my abs a little more. I'm gonna grab some dumbbells so I can put my feet under them, so I'm not using the ground as much. Well, using my legs on the ground as much. I don't know what to grab. I guess I'll just grab 20 since it's not. Or actually, I'll do 15 since I'm gonna use that for my Russian twist anyway. I don't understand why it's called Russian twist. If it originated in Russia or I don't know. Man, I just want to go home. I don't really want to work out anymore. Well, it's not that I want to work out anymore. I actually like being here. I just don't want to work out legs and abs. And I didn't bring my hooks either, so it's going to hurt my hands grabbing on that bar. It sucks, but it's alright. I'm not actually going to increase the weight on this set. I'm just going to keep it at 70. But on the next set, I'll increase it a little more. Man. I might actually do my Russian twist between sets, so I'm not just wasting time. Because this video is already going to be kind of long. All my videos are about when I'm doing like a full workout are going to be kind of long. I'm going to be kind of off camera for this. Well, I'll sit right here so you can kind of see me. I'll move the camera actually, that's smarter. Most of these workout videos are going to be pretty long because I'm working out and I don't want to rush the workout just so it's a shorter video. I would rather talk so you get more content out of it. Because just watching me work out is kind of boring. I would understand you're watching me not for the workouts, but for my personality. And I don't really talk much, so I kind of have to force myself to talk more. I do more thinking than just like just talking without thinking about anything. The more you talk without thinking, the more often you are to make a mistake. Which mistakes are okay, but you don't want to end up saying something you don't mean, or that just sounds wrong, especially on the internet. But, that's why I sit, and after a while I'll say, I'm thinking. So you know that I'm not zoned out or brain dead. I'm just sitting here thinking, observing. Anyways, I'm going to do this now because it was supposed to not be a waste of time. think it's pretty good. Let's get up and reset the camera. Man. I would like to turn this fan on. It's not so hot, but it is loud. I mean, wow, dude. Like, even when I'm here without recording and I'm playing my music, I don't even turn the fan on just because of how loud it is. It, like, covers most of the music. And the two speakers are over there. Got this right here. Oh, now I got an ingrown nail. I get them all the time. So annoying. Usually ingrown toenails. I don't know what time it is. I think I should be good on time right now. Whew. No, I don't know. When I was little, I always wanted to do content creation, like YouTube. I want to be a YouTuber. That's all I did. I watched YouTube. And I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wanted to play games instead of just watch them all the time. Then I got kind of, and then I kind of got out of that after I had already bought a bunch of stuff for it. I just lost motivation for it. I had no discipline, and I still have trouble with discipline now. On days I don't feel like working out, I still come, but there's not as many of those days anymore. And I started thinking about doing my 200 push-ups every day again, or even just 100 every day. But then I'm not maximizing my gains by doing that, so it's just like not a good idea to overwork my chest. I'm working it twice a week. That's all I need. Slightly working it during my tricep workouts, but not a whole lot. There are just some workouts that you just slightly use the muscle, but if you're barely using that muscle on a movement and it's just getting a little fatigued, then in 24 hours it should be fine. I'm gonna do this next set now in here. I don't know what else to talk about, and it's time for me to do it anyway. Ooh, almost fell down. It's kind of wobbly. In like 30 seconds or to a minute, I'm gonna do my Russian twist again. I'm trying not to give you just a nut shot. What do we talk about? I've been saving up money, trying to, because I really want to get into entrepreneurship. I want to, but I don't have like the discipline to keep it going, dude. It's like it's so hard. I really wish I could just like do it. Like I wish I had the discipline in that sense as when I started working out, because that was like perfect discipline. I even tried to start a like that same summer. I tried to start a business, like clothing business. I did it for like 3 months straight. Every single day, I'd wake up super early. I usually wake up like 5 in the morning, I think, or 6. I'll wake up 5 in the morning, get that work done. No reason to wake up that early, other than discipline. I didn't want to do it. I have stuck with my cold showers, but now it's kind of like habit. Like once you get in the habit, you kind of like lose the discipline part. I don't know. I just really wish I could get that drive again. It's kind of, it's so hard, dude. But I am trying to save up money for that. I sold my drum set the other day after trying to sell it for months, and I got like $220 for it. So that's fire. That's a W. And I could use that to dye it, but that would only be enough to dye it for like a month. And like if I'm doing like cheap, like 50, that would be $55 a week if I did 4 weeks, a month with $220. And I don't want to spend all that. Like I'd rather just keep my gains a little slower than they would be and save that money so I can get into some kind of business, dude. Like it's also hard when no one else wants to get into it around you. Like none of your friends, no one, none of your family. Or if they do, it's like they really want to, and then they get that drive. It's kind of like a spike in testosterone. Like you really want to do it, you get that boost of motivation, and then done. It's just gone. Maybe if I start injecting test, I'll get the motivation, or I'll get that feeling all the time. I'm not going to actually do that. I was joking, but I really wish I could. I'm probably going to do an audio check real quick. I'm going to do an audio check, do my Russian twist, and then I'll start recording again to do this, just to keep the video a little shorter. And I just got a text, so I'm going to reply to that real quick. My mom wanted me to go outside to talk to her, and I forgot to turn my microphone back on. So now you miss my set and my 4-minute talk. Let me go over it again. She came here early. Make sure my mic is on. She came here early, and let me just make sure my audio is working, because I really don't want to do this again. Okay, I should be good. Like I was saying before you missed my set, I think that was actually my last set too, so you're not going to see me do that. I just got to do one more set of Russian twist. I don't understand why people. I understand I was an accident because of the age my mom was when she had me. I'm not going to just say that, but I mean, it's so obviously it wasn't as much of a choice. But, if you have a kid, why would you get upset about having to take care of them? I understand it's a lot easier to take care of a kid when you don't care about them as much. Like, I'm not saying she doesn't care about me, because she does, but it just doesn't seem like it. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to make an excuse that she cares about me. I mean, I know she takes care of me. She puts a roof over my head, food on the table, dinner, but like my brother, like he lives off talkies. He just plays Fortnite Roblox all day. He sits in his room. He's gaining weight. He's not fat, but he's gaining weight. And like I understand it's easier to take care of a kid when they're like that because you don't have to do much caring. But like me, like I want to better myself. I want to work out. I want to eat healthy. And she always tries to cut my time short in the gym. And she makes it seem like I'm such a burden to her life. And I'm not trying to just put all this on, like, I'm not trying to like trauma dump. Because I'm not like sad. I don't really get sad that much. I just kind of think about things a lot. And I'm trying to get through this fast because I literally just had a 5-minute rant on all of this. And I went back, I turned my mic around and I see that the green dot isn't there. So I turn off the recording and I look at it, and it apparently I didn't have my thing turned on when I came back. Oh, I don't know. I don't really get sad, and well, I do get sad, not that much. But let me actually reply to this text real quick because it's kind of important. Okay, should be recording. I had to reply to that text. It was important. My microphone should be good. Anyways, I don't know exactly where I was at, but I don't know. I just feel like if I had a kid, which I'm gonna have a kid at some point, but like son or daughter, if they want to better their life and they want to be healthy, they want to be fit, like no matter what financial point I am in life, like I'm going to try and support them in that. And like if it means I have to make an extra, like I literally live 5 minutes from this gym. 5 minute drive, 5 minute back. Literally so easy. Like that is so much better than it could be. And I don't know, I just don't feel like that's that hard. I'm not in sports, I'm not in other extracurricular activities. I literally all I care about, not all I care about in life, but like for my life, like I just want to work out. I want to better myself, and the way I choose to better myself is working out. I'm trying to eat healthy. I really can't because I just don't have the money for that. But still, like I just really wish that wasn't such a problem, and like I didn't seem like a burden. I don't know. Like I said, like I said earlier, she does care about me. I'm pretty sure, but she acts like she doesn't sometimes, and it really does suck. Because like I know my brother's lazy and he's easy to take care of because he's not really being cared for, being taken care of, if that makes sense. I don't know, but and he is a picky eater, and I've been a picky eater too. But the reason why I'm a picky eater is because I don't want to just eat the same thing all the time, and I don't want to just eat unhealthy stuff every single day. Like, not even just because of health reasons, but I get tired of it. And like, if I had a better diet, maybe my acne wouldn't be so bad. It has been getting better, like I said earlier, from washing my face differently. But like, I just wish I had the money, and I've been trying to get a job, dude. Trust me, I have been trying to get a job. It is just so difficult. It really is. But I don't know. So many people just want to make decisions based off what's convenient for them, and I know that really sucks. I need to do my Russian twist and get to my leg raises instead of just talking about my problems. And I probably won't speed that part up because I was already kind of talking fast, and I don't want it to be at like 5 times speed pretty much because of how fast I was talking. So I'm just gonna try and leave this at what it was. I remember, which I probably will. And I was a little mad just from trying to pick me up early all the time, like usual, because usually on the weekends I don't have to get picked up early ever. Yeah, I don't used to have to get picked up early on the weekends. But it also just kind of ruined my day because, not ruined my day, but kind of like ruined my mood right now because my day was already going kind of decent and I just didn't need that. I don't know. I'm gonna do this set. I'm gonna go put these dumbbells up. I'm gonna go put that weight up, this bench up, and I'm gonna do my leg raises right here. You know, it's a lot easier for me to talk when I have something to actually talk about. And like I usually talk to myself about this kind of stuff out loud, so it's a lot easier for me to just get it out. And I've kind of stuttered a little bit, but you know, it's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna apply to more text. And I'm gonna do my other workout, put this weight up, whatever. Alright. Gonna do my leg raises. I was having a cool conversation with myself while I was doing all that stuff. Make sure my microphone's on. Should be fine. You should be able to see me fine here. Yeah, we're good. I really just want to get all my feelings out to my mom, but she's gonna get mad and yell at me or take my stuff, so I'm just not gonna do that. And now she knows that taking my phone isn't gonna affect me. It's just taking away the gym wheel, which is actually really messed up because it helps me mentally a lot, and she'll just take that away, which sucks because then I'm just stuck at home with all my thoughts. So instead of teaching me a lesson, she just takes away pretty much my therapist. I don't know what to talk about. I really want to talk about something else, but this is kind of just like all what's on my mind right now because it's just like I'm doing better than my dad was at my age. I'm doing better than my mom was at this age. And it's like I don't understand why. Like you don't want me to do the things you were doing, but when I try to do things better, you don't support it. Like I don't understand that. Like I don't vape. I never have vaped in my entire life. I don't smoke. I've never smoked in my entire life. Done any other drugs other than like Tylenol and like Adderall. Not Adderall. I meant Advil. Like basic stuff that's like legal. And like I've had sips of alcohol before, but like with parental consent and stuff like that. Never been drunk or anything. Like I don't go out much. I don't party. I don't do stupid stuff that people at my age do, and I don't understand why I'm treated like I do that stuff because I don't. I don't know. I'm gonna do this set so I'm not just wasting more time because it's gonna be a really long video. That wasn't the best. My left shoulder was hurting really bad. I didn't have that wide of a grip. Just take my shirt off. I'm not even clipping it on my shirt anyway. I might as well just take my shirt off. Maybe give you guys a flex this video. Even though it's a leg day. Still got some form of a pump. Let's set you guys up a little higher. I don't know where we're at because I don't have my tripod thingy. Huh. Let's see. Might be able to do something here. Probably fine. Hopefully you can hear me. It's not messing up. I want to lower it a little more. Alright, there we go. Maybe I'll record this for my TikTok. Decent. You might be able to see that leaning thing I was talking about. Like where I'm standing, you can probably see this side's higher than that one. I don't notice it that much because I see myself all the time, but on video I always notice. Let me do this. Maybe that was good. I don't know if I was off camera or not. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. A little bit of a flex for y'all, just something. You can kind of see the abs. Not that much. Let me step up a little bit. Still can't really see him much. Oh, I really just want to go home, dude. I still got two leg workouts. I'll finish this after I do this next set real quick so I can hurry up. Oh. Maybe put you where you can actually see me. That would probably be a good idea. I'm assuming. I don't know where I am. Right here is fine. Felt a little better on my shoulders. My hands hurt, dude. That hurts so bad. I need to bring my hooks. Set the camera up again to talk to you so you can see me a little better. Probably the best lighting we've had all video. This seems fine. Decent. Uh, I really don't know what to talk about. I just don't. I don't know work out no more. Well, I don't know. I really want to do cable skull crushers and creature curls right now. That was yesterday. Yesterday was chest and biceps. Today's legs and abs. Tomorrow is back and triceps, and then after that we got shoulders and abs. I'm gonna try and pump out videos. I mean, I can't promise you're gonna get 2 on the weekends, 1 on Wednesday. Well, the Wednesday thing was because um I was out of school it was during the summer. But now that I have school, it's harder. I have to bring all this stuff in my backpack without it getting broken. There'll also be a lot of people here. I really just rather record when there's not people here. And I mean, I still will. For TikTok, if I do use it. Anyways, what was I even saying? Oh, I will record if people are here. I just rather not. And like I said earlier, not just because of the copyright, but because, like right now, you're watching me. I'm trying to entertain you. I'm not trying to entertain them. So I'm just talking to a camera through a microphone right now, right here. And if someone's right here doing their set, and I'm just looking around, talking to no one, pretty much, it's gonna seem weird to them. I don't really care what other people think that much. But you know, my last set on here better be recording. I'm gonna go do hip thrust and my abductors. I'm gonna see actually how long these clips are after this workout, and I'm gonna see how long the video might be because I might just skip those. These videos take a long time to post, dude. They take like 2 hours to post, and a lot of times our Wi-Fi crashes, even though we have Starlink for some reason. So I'm gonna try to get you a video out, but it really is difficult. Oh, someone else is here. God dang it. Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording now. Go in the other room. Okay, I'm in here. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. You probably can't. But I might just try and film one set on both these workouts. I don't know if you can see me well. This probably is not a good spot. There's a bunch of metal down there, so I'm not gonna put that there. There's just not really a good spot for me to set my phone up for this. Maybe I can. Let me try and set it up over here real quick. I'm just getting like a nipple view right now, but it's alright. You like it. Be honest. It's probably okay. Not the best, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna move this real quick. Height. No, I'm not. I don't feel like doing all that. I got a 45 on each side. It's a 90-pound hip thrust. Hope you can't hear that song in the other room. I don't think you can, but if you can, I'm gonna end up getting copyrighted, and I don't want to get copyrighted. So I might actually try and talk a little bit louder, just so if it is, I can just lower the volume to where they can't hear it. Okay, let me tighten this up a little more. Actually, one moment. Not a very good view. Oh, I need to adjust this. How do I do this again? Oh, okay, I pull this way. Yep, there we go. It's a lot better. Hip thrust, like I said, I got 90 pounds. The ground in this place is just like slightly downward, so this one usually slides a little bit. But I don't feel like putting the clip on, so I'm just gonna do this real quick, and I will maybe figure out something to talk about. Hopefully, dang, my chest is like, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll flex it. Oh, you can't even hear me. I don't think. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna film that one set. I'm gonna do my other two sets, obviously. I just don't want you to have to. Nothing about you, actually. It's about me. I'm gonna try and do this real quick as well. I already have my weight on. I don't really like doing this because I can't get as good of a stretch because it doesn't close in very much. I might do it. I guess I will. I usually do abductors. I think that's where you squeeze them in. Whichever one you squeeze them in is the one I usually do. I guess I'll do the outward spread one too, and I just won't film that part. Or no, I'll still film it. I'm just not going to do 3 sets. Oh, I'm not going to film all 3 sets. I always feel like a cramp in this side. I don't like that. I'll put this at the widest setting. I'm actually not going to do those other 2 sets on that workout, but this one I am. This might not actually be the best angle for this workout. You might see a little bit of different action. It's okay. Actually, through these shorts, you probably won't. It stretches. Okay, this is probably where the video is going to end. I wouldn't like to end it just like this, but I'm going to run out of phone storage at some point. I didn't even think about that until now, but it is true. I'm going to run out of phone storage if I keep recording. I'm not going to do that first workout I did on here anymore, but I'm going to do the hip thrust, my last 2 sets, and the squeezy one I just did. I'm going to finish those, and I'm going to try and post this video by tonight. If not, I'll post it tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'm going to try and film another video if I can. I'm going to try. I need to stay consistent on here. It's just a lot harder than it is on TikTok. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one.